You never turn it off all the time. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Huh? Was it on? He was on. Let me check my phone. Okay, so we discussed this lengthy hadith last time. We done most of the translation about the last bridge to cross to go to Jannah will be a bridge that will be resurrected across Jahannam, and a person in accordance to his a'mal, if his a'mal is good, he will um, cross very, very swiftly. And if his a'mal is not so good, he will struggle to cross. And if a person's amal is very poor, you will be knocked into the fire of Jahannam, but you will be eventually removed. Remember, that's our belief that if your amal is weak, you will go to Jahannam first, and then eventually you will come out. Eventually, you will come out of the fire of Jahannam. Remember, and then the latter part of the hadith speaks about the last person to come out, how his face will be turned away from Jannah towards Jahannam, and he will beg Allah Ta'ala, and then Allah Ta'ala will turn his face. Remember? He's with me. So the hadith in brief is just about crossing. The whole hadith can be encapsulated in 4 lines. The last hurdle, the last obstacle to go to Jannah is the bridge. If your amal is good, you got a lot of good amal. فَأَمَّا مَنْ ثَقُلَتْ مَوَازِينُهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. You go comfortable. If your amal is weak, you go with difficulty. And if your amal is very, very, very weak, you will be knocked off the bridge into the fire of Jahannam. Allah Ta'ala make us from amongst those people who go swiftly across even though amal is not good. I'll give you the whole hadith in simple. Then the latter part of the hadith now speaks about those people who got knocked off and they went to the fire of Jahannam, right? Those people who got knocked off and then they went into the fire of Jahannam, and then the person that then Allah, they will come on through the mercy of Allah Ta'ala. Allah Ta'ala will remove them. They called Uttaqa'ur Rahman, etc. So they then, they're one from among those persons, he will be laying with his face towards Jahannam away, and turn me, and like that, you'll be brought closely to Jahannam, all part of the divine scheme of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So just there's some tahqiq here. The first word is kalalib, which is jama of kullubatun, right? Which means like a hook. And here they say in the Shara that this, as the hadith say, mislu shawki sa'adan, is like the thorns of a sa'adan tree, right? Remember, this word also comes in the Nahwa book. It is mislu shawki sa'adana, غير منصرف alif nun zaidatan. Remember? So, so he says this is like like you say in Afrikaans, a fat plant, a plant that retains a lot of water, and these hooks are likened. This hooks that will be across the full sirat is likened to the hooks, or rather the thorns of Sa'adan. And then also, he says here like how the camels they eat this with a lot of relish, like how a child suckles on the mother's breast with relish. Like that's how the camels eat this with relish. Then the next word there is خطف يخطف يخطف تخطف الناس. So I tell you, a person who will be exposed, he will be susceptible to these hooks in relation to his bad a'mal. If his a'mal is not good, if his a'mal is bad, he will be more susceptible to these hooks. You right? It will be more susceptible to hooks. But if his a'mal, in other words, his a'mal will be his protection on this day. His a'mal will be his protection on this day. Then this one, Faminu may yubak. Yubak means that person who will be completely destroyed and will go into the fire of Jahannam, and he won't, like, you'll be knocked out completely. Then the next one, like, is khardala yukhardilu, means, I tell you, khardala yukhardilu means mithqala habbati min khardalin attayna biya, a mustard seed. So you will be made into mustard seeds. You will be knocked into, you will be pulverized. Are you with me? But khardala, this will be knocked, but you will still make it across. But as I said, battered, bruised, thumma yanju, then he will come across. In this part, you say, Qibala nari, so the last person that come out of Jahannam, he will be laying between Jannat and Jahannam, but his face will be facing the fire. You say, Kashabani naru, kashabani, the heat of the fire is harming me. And when you, like, if you're the one that's Brian, for example, you're standing by the fire all the time, and your face becomes red, red, like that. So it says, where your face become red, and then if you are exposed even longer to that, then your skin starts peeling. So to refer to this here, now where the skin starts peeling on the face, right? Are you with me? And then Zuka'uha refer to the flames as burnt me. Then this interesting, hal asaita, it's asa, asa an takrahu shay'an wa khayru lakum, wa asa an tuhibbu shay'an wa huwa sharru lakum, wallahu ya'lamu antum la ta'lamun. Asa, right? So asa, ya asa, asaita, right? Is it not possible that I will grant you your wish, but you come tomorrow and you come with other requests again? And that's how insan is. You say, I'll be happy with, like you say, like a human being says, okay, if I just have one business, if I earn so much, I'll be happy. But when you earn, and we say, okay, if I just get extra 5,000 a month, I'll be happy. Then you say, okay, when he's earning that, now his income go up, now his expenses. Okay, if I just get another 5,000, I'll be happy. The same thing here. This person, he say, Ya Allah, just turn me away, bring me closer until he's entered into Jannat. فَيُعْطِ اللَّهِ فَيُعْطِ اللَّهِ He will give Allah promises, a lot of promise. Then this year, ma akhdaraka. This is ismu tafdeel. Af'alu ta'ajjub, like ma atyab al-itar, ma akthar al-madaris, ma akthar al-mustashfayat, etc. So Allah will say, oh, you are so ghaddar in Urdu also they say treacherous, means you go against your word. In other words, how treacherous are you? You are going to your word in this sense or in this context here is this that you promise that once I give you this, you'll be happy, but you're not happy. You're requesting more and more and more and more. Are you with me? That's why I mean, how treacherous you are. Okay, so that covers more than the difficult words. Let's look at the next. So it's clear, right? Everything is clear in that hadith. Anything not clear? Everything clear. Okay, read the next hadith, inshallah. So basically, the hadith, he just speaks about that crossing and then the difficulty you experience in crossing if your amal is not up to scratch. I was just thinking to myself, there's a perfect bayan to give in Ramadan. Ramadan is coming now. So, obviously in Ramadan, you want to motivate people to increase their a'mal. You must do good a'mal, etc. Ramadan is an opportunity. A sunnah equal to a farz equal to seven fara'is. There's a time too where the meter is running fast. You're given the opportunity to do like how if somebody gives you a money printing machine, say you got this printing machine for 24 hours and it prints crispy 200 notes. We say, oh, I'm tired. I want to rest. I'm going to start printing money in the morning. What will you do? I'm very, very tired now. I'm going to put a machine on the money. Tomorrow I'll print the money. What do you say? You print that machine will run for all 24 hours because you only got 24 hours. Because every second the machine is running, you're getting money. So like this Ramadan, it is a time where A'mal is high in value. So, and this is the time where you're going to need your A'mal. If your A'mal is not up to scratch, you're going to be knocked off the Pul Sirat, you're going to be knocked into fire of Jahannam. If your Amal is stretched, is good, you're going to fly over. This is why we're discussing this here. When we were taught also that when you cross the Pul Sirat, what we say in Urdu, we say Pul Sirat, then your Qurbani, that will be your conveyance. There's a hadith, ثَمِّنُوا ضَحَايَاكُمْ فَإِنَّهُ مَطَايَاكُمْ ثَمِّنُوا ضَحَايَاكُمْ فَإِنَّهُ That make that your udhiya animal because it will be your conveyance. That's not correct, Jack. That's a fabricated hadith. So we always taught that. So just remember that. What is going to be on your conveyance according to the hadith? What's going to be conveyance? It's going to take you stealthily, fast, with speed. The surah across is your a'mal. So in that context, it is right because your qurbani, your udhiyah is also your a'mal, and it's also a good deed. And if it's done with ikhlas, etc., it will also take you over the Sirat. So in that sense, it is the correct thing. But what I was just saying, this it's a nice subject for you to speak about in Ramadan, because Ramadan, you want to motivate people to what? To do amal, to fast, to read tahajjud namaz, to read Quran, to make dhikr, etc., etc. So you can say that we're going to need this, we're going to need this amal, right? So this is a perfect topic for the whole, for Ramadan. Anyway, read the next hadith, inshallah.
وعن ابن مسعود رضي الله تعالى عنه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال آخر من يدخل الجنة رجل ويمشي مرة ويخفو مرة وتشفعه الله مرة فإذا جاوز التفت إليها فقال تبارك الذي
Okay,
نجاني.
let me translate it. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وعن ابن مسعود narrating after Ibn Mas'ud أن رسول الله قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم آخر ما يدخل الجنة, the last person. Remember again, I was just telling you now, your a'mal is up to scratch, you're going to go straight. The currency in the akhirat is your a'mal. So if you got the cash, if you flash the cash, you can get anything done. In this dunya, if you flash the cash, you can get anything done. So same thing here, we're saying, if you got the amal, you can get anything done, right? But your amal is weak, then you're going to be the last person. آخر ما يدخل الجنة, the last person who that will enter Jannat, رجل فهو يمشي, sometimes he'll be walking, right, مرة, فهو يمشي مرة, ويقرب مرة, and sometimes he will be crawling, he will be battling it along. It just means that you will be like falling and walking, carry on, right? مرة وتسفعه النار مرة, the fire will be grabbing him sometimes, carry on. فإذا جاوز التفت عليها, but eventually when he makes it across, you turn and say تبارك الذي نجاني من, blessed is that being that is now finally saved me from you, from the fire of Jahannam, carry on. Right. لقد أعطاني الله شيء مما أعطاه أحد من الأولين. So you know when you are in a difficult situation and you get eventually get saved, in your mind you think you are the most lucky person under the sun. You think you are the most. The same thing now. You see, Allah Ta'ala has granted me that ma أعطاه, Allah not granted anybody from amongst the first people in the last people, from the first of creation till last. Nobody got what I got. I've been saved from the fire of Jahannam. So he thinks he got the best. Carry on.
تدفع له شجرة فيقول أي رب أجلني من هذه الشجرة.
Yeah. So now he's past Jahannam, right? Now he's going towards Jannat, right? He's still battering it along. He's still, imagine it. I need to visualize it. فَتُرْفَعُ لَهُ شَجَرَةٌ, a tree will be brought. Yeah, the word is tree, but yeah, normally in the desert where you get trees, there's water, right? So an oasis will be brought to him. فَتُرْفَعُ لَهُ شَجَرَةٌ فَيَقُولُ أي ربي أدنيني, أمرني أدنى يدني, and the harf illa drops off there, and the nun is mutakallim. أدنيني من هذه الشجرة, يا Allah, just bring me a bit closer to the tree, right? فلأستظل بظلها, so I can take shade from his shade. He's on his way to Jannah. وأشرب من مائها, and I can drink from his water. Carry on from the Luqman. Right? فيقول الله يا ابن آدم. Yeah, the same. فيقول الله يا ابن آدم لأني أعطيتك إني أعطيتكها تو مفعول سألتني غيره. I can give it to you, but isn't perhaps if I give you, if I accede to your request, you're going to ask me for something else? Because Allah Ta'ala knows, I told you, Allah Ta'ala knows the nature of man. Your goals are shifting all the time. You got this, you got one wife, you want another wife. You got one car, you want another car. You're earning 10,000, you want 15,000. You're earning 15,000, you want to. I'll grant you this, but perhaps you will ask me for something else. Carry on. So you say, فيقول لا يا ربي, يا Allah, this is all I want. I want nothing else. Just let me have a tree and water so that I can relax here, right? وَيُعَاهِدُ أَلَّا يَسْأَلَهُ غَيْرَهُ. He will promise, he will make an agreement, he will not ask for anything besides that, right? Right? So his Rabb will excuse him because لأنه يرى ما لا صبر له. He sees that there is no sabr for him. You can see this person is restless. So Allah Ta'ala will excuse him despite his persistent nature. Carry on. So فيدنيه منها, he will bring him close now to a tree with water in, so to say, the oasis, right? فيستظل بظلها, he will take shade. ويشرب من مائها, drink from his water. Carry on. ثم ترفع له, then a tree that is better than that one, more luxurious, you can say like a luxurious resort, it will be brought for him, right? Ahsan min al-ula, better than, right? So you see now rising something better. So his aspirations, his goals are shifting all the time, right? Yeah. Oh Allah, bring me. فيقول أي ربي أدنني من هذه الشجرة. Bring me close to this. لأشرب من مائها, so that I can drink from this water as well, right? And I can take shade, right? I can rest in the shade, right? لا أسألك خير. I'm not going to ask you for anything besides. Carry on. So Allah Ta'ala say, oh, mankind, didn't you promise? Didn't you say you won't ask for anything besides this? Now, why are you asking for something besides this, right? Right. So فيقول لعلي إن أدنيتك منها تسألني غيرها. If I bring you close, you're going to ask again. I know you. Allah Ta'ala knows us. He created us, right? Right. So فيعاهده أن لا يسأله. He will promise him, Ya Allah, you just give me this year. Like how, we say, Ya Allah, you just give me, a person got no children, for example. You say, Ya Allah, you just give me one child, I will be happy. Say, Ya Allah, just give another child. But like that, how your aspirations, your goals shift all the time, right? Yeah. See, وربه يعذره لأنه ما لا صبر له عليه. Allah Ta'ala will forgive, Allah Ta'ala will overlook, because he know that insan, was it that hadith, خلق الإنسان ضعيفا, was it one about Ajula, man is in haste, was it verse in the Quran, that a man is, he wants everything hasted, he wants it, right? So لأنه ما لا صبر له عليه, right? Because he knows, see, there's no sabr in him. فيدنيه منه, you bring close, فيستظل بظلها ويشرب من مائها ثم ترفع له شجرة عند باب الجنة. Then there will be an oasis, like a resort, just by Jannah. هي أحسن من الأوليين, better than the first two. ويقول أي ربي أدنني من هذه الشجرة, bring me close to the tree فلأستظل بظلها, so I can take shade from its shade, right? Uh, وأشرب من مائها, I can drink from its water. لا أسألك غيرها, I won't ask it besides. فيقول يا ابن آدم ألم تعاهدني, did you take a promise ألا تسألني غيرها, you won't ask it besides it. قال بلى يا ربي هذه لا أسألك غيرها, I will not ask you. وربه يعذره لأنه يرى ما لا صبر عليه. His Rabb will excuse him because of what he sees. This person is restless, he's got no sabr, he's a human being. فيدنيه منها فإذا أدناها منها. This is interesting. When you have, sometimes people are enjoying themselves, they're having a party, and from far you can hear the sounds of enjoyment. You can hear the sounds of entertainment. فإذا أدناه منها, when he brings him right close to the door of Jannah, سمع أصوات أهل الجنة, he will hear the sounds of the people of Jannah. He will hear the laughter, the chatter, the banter. He will hear the people enjoying themselves. فيقول أي ربي أدخلنيها. Oh my Rabb, enter me into Jannah. فيقول يا ابن آدم ما يسريني منك. So Allah Ta'ala say, the sort of Sarah yasri, Daraba yadribi, Daraba yadribu, to hold back, right? Ma yasrini min. What holds me back from you? أيرضيك أن أعطيك الدنيا? So are you happy that I will give you the dunya ومثلها? So this is also discussed in many other hadith. That look here, you are nothing stops me from making you happy. Ma yasrini min, right? Okay, let's enter you into one time to Jannah. Are you happy that I give you in Jannah an entire dunya or misla and double that? And some riwayat means I give you 10 times this dunya. It means the lowest Jannati will have 10 times this dunya in Jannah, subhanallah. Imagine what will the highest Jannati have, subhanallah. قال أي رب أتستهزئ مني وأنت رب العالمين. So he can't believe his luck. Can't believe his fortune. Just a few moments ago, he was battling just to get Few moments ago, he was battling to get his face away from Jahannam. Few moments ago, he was battling to get his face away. And now Allah Ta'ala said, I'm going to give you 10 times the dunya. And he thinks Allah Ta'ala is poking fun at him. He says, أَتَسْتَهْزِئُ مِنِّي وَأَنْتَ رَبُّ الْعَالَمِينَ. Ya Allah, are you making fun of me? Are you poking fun at me while you are the Lord of the world? فَضَحِكَ بْنُ مَسْعُودٍ. At the same time, Ibn Mas'ud started smiling, laughing. فَقَالَ أَلَا تَسْأَلُونِي مِمَّا أَضْحَكُ. Aren't you addressing us? Ibn Mas'ud, listen nicely. Ibn Mas'ud is addressing his audience. He's saying, aren't you going to ask me why all of a sudden I'm smiling, why I'm laughing? I'm laughing like, why are you not going to laugh? Ask me why I'm laughing, why I'm smiling? فقالوا مما تضحكون. Oh Ibn Masud, why are you smiling? فقال هكذا ضحك رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. He says that when Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam narrated this hadith to us, then he also smiled. He also laughed at this, you can say, funny episode that will play out between Allah and the lowest Jannati. That the lowest Jannati will think that Allah is poking fun at him. So Nabi Sallallahu also smiled at that point in time. So Ibn Masud also smiled. هكذا ضحك رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. So when you narrate this to somebody, you also must smile. You must مسلسل بالضحك. That each person narrate, when Nabi Sallallahu narrated from Allah Ta'ala, he smiled. When Ibn Masud narrated to his people, he smiled. And probably the person narrated it. So this is مسلسل بالضحك, right? ضحك رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم فقالوا مما تضحك يا رسول الله. So when Nabi Sallallahu narrated this, he was smiling. And the Sahaba asked him, why are you smiling? Why are you laughing, Ya Rasulullah? قال من ضحك رب العالمين. I'm smiling because of the laughter of the smiling of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. حين قال, when this person said to Allah Ta'ala, أتستهزئ مني, oh my Rabb, are you making fun of me? وأنت رب العالمين, whilst you are the Lord of the world. فيقول إني لا أستهزئ منك. I am not making fun of you. ولكني على ما شاء قدير. But I have ability to do whatever I want to. I can give you whatever I want to, right? So I can give you the dunya and 10 times like it according to certain riwayat. رواه مسلم. Imam Muslim narrates this riwayat. وفي رواية له, and another riwayat also عن أبي سعيد from Abu Sa'id نحوه, something similar. Remember we discussed the hadith, the first long hadith, Abu Sa'id, right? Abu Sa'id نحوه إلا أنه لم يذكر. But in that riwayat of Abu Sa'id, it doesn't have this. فيقول ابن آدم ما يسريني. Oh, Ibn Adam, what holds ما يسريني, me from you? What stops me from giving you what I need, whatever I want to give you, right? إلى آخر الحديث, right? It doesn't have that part there. From here, ما يسريني till the end. You understand what I'm saying? ما يسريني till the end of the hadith. That is not in Abi Sa'id's hadith, right? ما يسريني وزاد فيه, and it's mentioned there also ويذكر الله. In that hadith of Abi Sa'id, it's mentioned Allah Ta'ala will remind him, Tal kaza wa kaza. Oh my servant, ask me from this. Because a person will be so overwhelmed, he won't know what to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah Ta'ala will tell him, ask this, ask this. It's the mercy of Allah Ta'ala that He will also educate you what to ask. Sal kaza wa kaza. Hatta إذا انقطعت bila amani. Until this person, all his hopes, whatever he could desire, he asks Allah Ta'ala for, you want the house, you want the car, you want many wives, you want etc. All of that, he, where his desires stop, his desires stop. You don't know what to ask anymore. قال الله تعالى, وَلَكَ وَعَشْرَةُ أَمْثَالِهِ. Whatever your heart desired, and you ask, right, for you is that, and 10 times like that, subhanallah, for you is that, and 10 times like that as well. Just turn a page, ma. Sorry, somebody's requesting must turn a page. You guys must remember. You must just remember to turn a page. Ne? Somebody sent me a message to say turn the page. But you turn the page? So imagine Allah Ta'ala will give you, look at the mercy of Allah Ta'ala, and He will even help you to ask what to ask for. ولك وعشر أمثالها قال ثم يدخل بيته فتدخل then sorry ثم يدخل بيته then this person will enter his house فتدخل عليه زوجته من الحور العين then his two spouses from the حور العين they will enter into his house ويقولان الحمد لله الذي أحياك لنا وأحيانا لك فيقول ما أعطي أحد مثل ما أعطيت سبحان الله. So imagine the whole from his wife will say to him, all praises is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the dunya, what your wife tell you? Yo, I don't know why I married you. I shouldn't have married you. If you were not created, it would be even better if you're not created. I would be spared I would be spared the trouble and the turmoil of living with you. If you were not born, but what will they say? Alhamdulillah, الذي أحياك لنا وأحيانا لك. All praises is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? Who has created you for us and is created us for you, subhanallah. فيقول, and this person will be so overwhelmed. ما أعطي أحد مثل ما أعطيت. I don't think there's anybody that has been given what I've been given. In the meantime, he's the lowest of Jannati. He's been given the least, but you will think he's been given the most. So, more or less the same thing which is discussed in this hadith, that you will, if your amal is good, if your amal is up to scratch, Allah Ta'ala make our amal up to scratch. And even if it's not up to scratch, Allah Ta'ala make us from those people who will cross the sirat with flying colors without being battered and bruised. And then after that, the last person that will batter his way, this is what he will get. Then imagine what the greatest or the highest A'la Jannati. This is Adna Jannati. Imagine what the A'la Jannati will get. Subhanallah. So I was telling you, this is a perfect topic to motivate the people to speak in Ramadan, to speak about, to motivating Amal. So just one, two words, tahqiq of one, two words. The first one there we said this word, yakbu, kaba, yakbu. Kaba, yakbu, to fall on your face. So this person will be walking and he will be falling on his face. Allah Ta'ala protect us. Tasfa'uhu, the fire will envelope him. Tasfa'uhu, the flame will envelope. Allah Ta'ala protect us. So, ya'ziruhu, it means here, this person when he sees, like how, you know, when you, um, if you dangle a toy in front of a child, how excited the child becomes. He can't contain himself. So you excuse that person. The same thing here, what this means. Ya'ziruhu. Allah Ta'ala will excuse his excitement. That every time he's going against his promise, Ya Allah, I only want this. I don't want anything else. I don't want anything else. So Allah Ta'ala will excuse him for going against his problem. Ma yasrini minka. That one there, remember? There. That فَيَقُولُ ابْنَ آدَمْ مَا يَسْرِينِي مِنْكَ. Now the last, he asked Allah Ta'ala several times, and now just before he's hearing the sounds of the party coming from Jannah, parties has nice sounds. So he's saying, Ya Allah, enter me into there. Rabbi adkhilniha, enter me to Jannah. So he says, Ma yasrini. Sara yasri means to hold back something. It is sad raya, Sara yasri. Come from daraba yadribu. That's why you do this maslah, you do it in fiqh, and also you do it inshallah in hidayah, and the maslah of masarrat, the maslah of masarrat, where a person holds, he wants to sell like a cow, or a person wants to sell a camel, so he doesn't milk it for several days. So when the buyer sees it appears as, it produces a lot of milk, but in the meantime, this person never milks it for several days. So what is your recourse to do? Can you give the animal back, whatever? So it's called, there's ikhtilaf between the Hanafi madhab and the other madhab. When we come to this, I'll point out the masaf masarrat. So it's called habsul laban fil dira'i, to hold back the milk. So here it means ma yasrini mink, what holds me back from you? So that was, nothing stops me from me showing my complete mercy upon you, and despite you going against your promises that I will enter you into Jannah. Okay, time is up. We'll stop there, inshallah. We will switch over now to the tafsir. We'll continue tomorrow, with this tomorrow, inshallah. Let's stay with you, inshallah.